Earlier today, I had the unpleasant news to wake up to that my friend Tipster, the host of Tipster News, YouTube channel with 75,000 subscribers, he's a news/commentary channel, well, he was demonetized. A fate very similar, in fact, the same to my own. As you guys know, my channel is currently demonetized. Now, I do have the options of applying at some point, actually in June 20th, so not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. But yes, my channel is demonetized. It's been demonetized for about 2 or 3 weeks now, and as you can see right here on the screen, I was demonetized for harassment. It says content that threatens individuals, insults them based on intrinsic attributes such as their protected group status or physical traits is not allowed by YouTube. Now, what did I do specifically? Well, I did a lot of things that might fall under this category. The problem is that it's so vague, and that's exactly the point. The TOS of every website, especially places like YouTube or Twitter or Twitch, they are written vague specifically so that they can have leeway in how many people they're allowed to ban or not, because if they specifically outline what you are allowed and what you're not allowed to do, then that makes it too difficult to remove people that they don't like. YouTube and all these companies, they want to appeal to the people who are flagging, who are upset, who are offended. They don't want to ignore the woes of these people because that would look bad for them and make them not look advertiser friendly. If evil harassing channels are allowed to exist on the platform and the needs of the needy are not met, then the platform overall suffers and is not very brand friendly, or something like that. The point is that whoever's issuing these flags, they are the people who are going to be catered to, not channels like us. Immediately when I myself was banned, I was told that it was Suzy Lu by people who know a lot more than me, and when Caesar started to brag about it on Twitter, I just dropped the hammer. I said, hey, fuck you. You guys are the ones who flagged me. Well, going back to Tipster here, you can see this tweet from Nick DiOrio. Deleted at first because I pulled the trigger too early and Tip wanted to make a video, but he gave the green light now. This is super fucked. Showing a screenshot, showing Tipster right here. Channel monetization. He got hit for, oh, look at that. It's the exact same thing I got hit for, harassment. Now, there is an argument to be made that I engaged in harassment. I'm a little bit edgy. I make jokes about people. Oftentimes I make jokes at the expense of their attributes. Tipster, on the other hand, well, he doesn't really do that. He was a little loose or freeform on his podcast, but as soon as I got hit, he removed his podcast from his YouTube channel. He cleaned up his content. Actually, I think it was when he got, one of his videos got striked, rather, not when I got hit. But the point is that when things were looking a little bit scary, he immediately changed. He got rid of the personal attacks. He was very milquetoast in his delivery of the YouTube news or whatever. He, the point is that Tipster wasn't really, breaking the boundaries. He wasn't really going across the line with his content. It was very milquetoast, and not to, shit talk his content or anything. It's just, that's what it was, and he would agree with that. It was very, very calm, very sanitary, very safe. Yes, he was talking about people and criticizing people, but he was criticizing them for their actions, not their attributes that they have no control over. Whereas me, on the other hand, now, I don't think I'm a harasser by any means. I don't really believe in that. But I suppose if I was, to be charitable in my thinking, I could see how there's an argument that could be made that I was engaging in some sort of harassment. Again, I don't buy it, but I can sort of see, at least in comparison to what Tipster is doing, how you can make that argument for me. Tipster, on the other hand, he is not, by any stretch of the imagination, somebody who's going out here, terrorizing the YouTube scenes. I mean, with me, I had a much smaller audience. I still have a much smaller audience. Tipster, on the other hand, he's much bigger. He has, a greater channel that he conducts. But he's very safe. He's very aware of that. He knows what he's doing. He knows what not to say. And he thought that he was perfectly A-okay within the guidelines. But unfortunately, YouTube saw otherwise. Now, what do me and Tipster have in common, other than the fact that we both have channels that were demonetized for harassment? Well, we both covered the hell out of Suzy Lu. It's no secret that Tipster was well on to the Suzy Lu story, doing video after video after video. Is there anything wrong with this? Absolutely not. If this is what's considered harassment, doing multiple videos on somebody, then I've been getting harassed since I started this channel. Channels do videos on me and Tipster all the time. They do live streams shit-talking us, calling out our personal attributes, but they're not punished, and I don't think they should. Let me clarify that. I don't think they should, and I'm not naming them for a reason, because I don't, even though I hate these people, I don't want them necessarily to fall under the same fate that we've been put under, because I think the more channels that get demonetized, the worse it is for us overall. But my point is that me and Tipster, we're not these guys who are just running around just shit-talking this poor innocent girl relentlessly. First off, Suzy Lu is a despicable figure who clickbaits suicide among many other things. You know, she's a false flagger. She, you know, claims that she, you know, respects fair use, but she, you know, reacts to anime, and, you know, her content is market substitutes and all that. It's the arguments that have been made over and over and over again. But the point is that me and Tipster are not channels that are just, you know, we're spreading this reign of terror on these people, but we don't get it ourselves. No, we do videos talking about people, and people sure as hell do videos every day talking about me, talking about Tipster, talking about Boblox, talking about Nick. It happens to us constantly. The difference is that we're adults, and I know I mean, I am an adult, but I don't look it, but I am an adult, and I act like an adult when I get videos that are criticizing me and, you know, shit-talking me. Sometimes I engage and I shit-talk them back, but most of the time I just ignore it, because that's what you do. It's what you sign up for on the internet. We get it tenfold too, alright? It's not just you, Suzy Lu, who's, you know, being here just shit on relentlessly or whatever. We get it too. I've been doxxed, I've been, you know, my shit's been pulled up or whatever. You never hear me talk about it because it's not important. I'm only bringing it up now because, you know, it just goes to show, like, it's not, this whole narrative that we're just running around just shit-talking people and we don't also have to take shit, too. It's just false. Nick tweeted, "Doesn't look like there is currently a future in making drama content on YouTube in any capacity based off Augie and Tipster's monetization statuses being revoked. I don't even know what to say." Somebody, actually, Boblox, pointed this out to me, questioning if this was a new rule or not. You can see here, this is from YouTube's TOS, monetization and other penalties. In some rare cases, we may remove content or issue other penalties when a creator, you know, engages in abusive behavior, repeatedly targets, exposes individuals to risks of physical harm. But this rule down here at the bottom, content that harms the YouTube ecosystem by persistently inciting hostility between creators for personal financial gain. What does that mean? That sounds exactly like what Suzy was saying about us. And again, I'm not saying Suzy's the one who striked Tipster. I'm not, well, I mean, I believe that, but I'm not reporting that as like something that's like factual or something that I know for sure. But that sounds a lot like what she's saying. And I'm also not saying that me and Tipster were the reasons this rule was written, if that is a new rule. I'm not saying like I'm writing the history books over here. I mean, I said that on Twitter as a joke or whatever, but I don't genuinely believe that. I'm just saying it's representative of a total tonal shift in what's going on YouTube. People are not surprised when they see political channels getting attacked, getting censored, but when it's channels outside of that, you know, we saw it first with Monkey Jones, although he was a bit of an extreme example, but now we're seeing with people like me, okay, you can maybe make an argument for my demonetization, although I don't believe that. Now, Tipster, I mean, come on now. What's next? Is John Scarce gonna get removed? Like, if Tipster can, I guess Scarce can too. You know, hey, what's up, guys? Scarce here. You know, I love Scarce, but I mean, similar to Tipster, he's not breaking the boundaries over here. But I suppose that making videos specifically on other creators, that's enough. That's all you need to do. That's it. Whatever the case may be, I'm not going to stop at all. I've been posting daily videos now for a week now, and I don't plan to stop. This channel is still growing despite me being demonetized, despite me being removed from the recommended sections. I never stop, and I never will stop. Follow me on twitch.tv. That's where I'm doing my my fun stuff. And make sure you're sub to Tipster as well. I'm sure he'll be you know, continuing to make content as well. I hope so. If he quit, that would be unfortunate, but I hope he continues to do so. My name is AugieRFC, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everyone.